What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk to you about soccer and improving your speed and agility. Um, Also, a lot of people have been asking why soccer relates to kinesiology. I'd say it relates to because training can be improved through kinesiology because you understand the muscles better, you understand how the body moves. Recovery can be improved as well because basically knowing the muscles and knowing your breaking point and knowing how to recover is very vital to the sport of soccer. Treating injuries, as I just said, will increase. The knowledge of muscles movement, the origin, the insertion, really will improve the health of your athletes. Um, Also, learning the biomechanics of your sport will also improve coaching because then you know how the body moves. You can analyze it. You can see what the athlete can do better. And let's get into it. All right, and relating a little bit about the careers that you can pursue with kinesiology and relating it to the sport of soccer. Um, Cardiac rehabilitation specialist is number one. When playing soccer and participating for the full 90 minutes is a very common thing, especially when you get to the higher ranks. Sometimes players can also run up to 10 miles a game, and having a specialist on staff is critical, um, as players need the necessary recovery as maybe like their game is in the next few days. And the specialist can look back um, and take exams of the heart and see how it's working, see if it's working properly, um, especially with injured players coming back and really trying to get back to full fitness. These specialists can really help out tremendously. Career number two is biomechanist because they study the movement of an athlete through various forms as force, motion, momentum, and balance. This specialist can study the athlete's every move and relay this information back to the athletes and how they can improve and become better in what they do. This professional also looks at how an athlete runs. For example, this is primarily looking at the soccer field. Um, Analyzing how he changes directions quickly, and also maybe like their bone structure to help the athletes improve overall performance. Career number three is strength and conditioning coach. These specialists take the athletes into a weight room setting and focuses on gaining bigger, stronger muscle, helping the athletes upper and lower body strength, as well as helping increase balance and core strength. As in soccer, it is critical that a player can defend the ball and win upper body battles while sprinting down the field. And in the sport of soccer, there are primarily seven movements. I'd say linear, lateral, diagonal, jumping, slide tackling, passing, and shooting. So with the first movement being linear, the anatomy that follows it are the quadriceps and the hamstrings, originating on the pelvis and inserting on the patella or femur. The second movement being lateral, the anatomy that follows it are the hip flexors, extenders, or and the glutes, and that's originating on the pelvis, inserting on the femur, and that's like the abduction of the legs. You can move side to side, or like in a shuffle movement. The next movement would be diagonal, and that would be the vastus lateralis, so on the inside, and then the biceps femoris on the inside of the back of the leg, and those help you with moving in the diagonal movement and closing the leg. So adduction of the leg. So the next movement that I listed was jumping, and that's primarily in your gastrocnemius, so the calf, and then basically all the muscles in your leg, primarily the quadriceps and the hamstrings. So you can just explode up and jump in the air, uh, primarily for winning those headers or basically goalie punts or goal kicks and stuff like that, winning balls out of the air. Next movement, sliding. So basically you use your legs, abdominals, and really just upper body to elevate yourself off the ground. So say you win the ball, you gotta pop up off the ground really quick and either pass it, carry on, shoot it, or whatever. The abdominals originating on the pelvis and inserting on the ribs. So with the action, you're able to crunch down. Um, Um, primarily legs, abdominals. Big one is abductor longus, originating on the pelvis, inserting on the tibia, and that's really just like an extension of the leg with a little bit of rotation in there. Just a little bit of rotation, primarily the abductor longus, the extension of the leg with a little bit of rotation using the inside of your foot and just following through. And then last but not least, shooting. Primary muscles in there, rectus femoris and tibialis anterior, because you want to get a good plantar flexion in the foot, especially when you're striking the ball. Rectus femoris originating pelvis, inserting on the tibia, extension of the leg. You want to get good plantar flexion in your foot, so pointing downwards and extending, making sure it's all the way down, extending the leg as so. And just like with all sports and all movements, we want to stay limber and we want to stay injury free. That's why really I recommend using foam rollers, rolling out those tweaks and stuff like that. Otherwise, if you really want a good injury prevention program, B Fitness and Wellness Center in Delafield massages, 4 specialists on staff. They're fantastic. Highly recommend them. Now let's start getting into some workouts. Now we got the boring stuff out of the way. Now we're just going to start with a warm-up program that I normally do with my soccer team. Then you guys can do basically on your own as well.
Do you recall, not long ago, when you would walk on the sidewalk? Innocent, remember, all we did was care for each other. But the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold on to let go. Focus, fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Focus, fire gun, all we need is somebody to lean on. Focus, fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Focus, fire gun, all we need is somebody to lean on.
Now we're moving on to the actual strength program of the part. I'll definitely put pictures of this in the video, so feel free to pause the video and write it down, take pictures of it, do whatever. We're first going to start off with some dynamic movements, so some speed and agility ladders. Make sure to get a 15 or 20 yard sprint after the ladder to make sure you're really focusing on the speed portion.
Remember, all we did was care for each other, but the night was warm.
Anytime, man. Special guest appearance by your boy Nolan Wani, 22. Follow him on Twitter and Instagram.
Needed somebody to lean on. What will we do when we get old? Will we walk down the same road? Will you be there by my side, standing strong as the waves roll over? And the nights are long, longing for you to come home.
Alright, now we're moving from the turf over into the weights. Get some deadlifts, some front squats. We're going to finish with a little bit of bench press.
Don't you let go. Focus, fire gun. We need someone to lean on. Focus, fire gun. All we need is somebody to lean on. Focus, fire gun. We need someone to lean on. Focus, fire gun. All we need is somebody to lean on. All we need is somebody to lean on.
So after improving our type 2 muscle fibers, so fast twitch muscle fibers, those quick contractions, we're going to do it again, but this time we're going onto the turf, and we're going to finish up with some box jumps, a little bit of push-ups, and some pull-ups.
Do you recall, not long ago, we would walk on the sidewalk? Innocent, remember, all we did was care for each other. But the night was warm, we were bold and young. All around, the wind blows, we would only hold on to let go. Focus, fire gun, we need someone to lean on. Focus, fire gun, all we need is somebody to lean on. Focus, fire gun, we need someone to lean on.
So now after we developed our type 2 muscle fibers, so the fast twitch muscle fibers, the quick contractions, now we're going to the cardio area because us soccer players need to develop type 1 muscle fibers so we can last the full 90 minutes. Now if I had to design my own gym to work out in with this program, I'd choose B Fitness and Wellness Center in Delafield. #1 gym in Delafield. I want to say thank you for watching my video. I hope you learned a little bit about training the different parts of your body to increase your speed and agility for the sport of soccer. And I'll catch you next time.